What is the UK Quality Code for Higher Education? The code is an online reference tool designed to help assure the academic standards and quality of education provided by higher education providers across the country. Developed by the Quality Assurance Agency on behalf of the UK Standing Committee for Quality Assessment, the code has been shaped with input from universities and colleges, statutory and regulatory bodies, and students. It enables higher education providers to understand what is expected of them and what to expect of each other, so they can deliver positive outcomes for students. The code is accessible to all those involved in delivering higher education and fits within the different regulatory landscapes across the UK. What makes up the Quality Code? The Quality Code consists of 3 elements: expectations, core practices, and common practices, and is supported by advice and guidance. The expectations are the broad outcomes that providers must achieve when they set their standards to maintain the quality of their provision. The core practices describes effective ways of working, which enable providers to meet the expectations. These core practices must be demonstrated by all UK higher education providers as part of the assurance of standards and quality. Finally, common practices describe effective ways of working that will be applied by providers as they continue to improve what they do, in line with their missions, the needs of their students, and the regulatory context. The common practices are regulatory requirements for providers in Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and optional in England. The advice and guidance is split into 12 themes, which help providers meet the mandatory parts of the code. They were developed by the sector for the sector. How is the Quality Code used? Firstly, the Quality Code is used as a framework for ensuring that higher education providers deliver positive outcomes and a high-quality academic experience for students. The supporting advice and guidance assists providers in the development of processes that underpin higher educational provision. Secondly, the student representatives and student unions use the code in discussions with their universities and colleges about how they support students to enable them to achieve their qualifications. Thirdly, the professional statutory and regulatory bodies who require accreditation for certain higher education courses use the code as a benchmark to ensure the quality and standards of courses leading to professional qualification. Finally, the code is well regarded around the world as an example of good practice in managing quality assurance of higher education, and is referred to by sector agencies and organisations when they develop good practice guidance in specific areas. Want to find out more about the UK Quality Code for Higher Education? If so, take a look at our website or email our inquiries team.